We've been dodging in and out between rain. Pretty much kept everything dry and I've had no leaks. Actually had leaks before and I have no leaks now. We're going to put the ridge cap on. In order to do that, the ridge cap in this case is 11 inches wide. That's basic. You can get them as wide as you want, actually. This is 11 inches wide. That would be 5.5 from center to center, but I generally go 5 because I don't want my foam right on the very outside edge. So what I'll do is I'll find the peak. Don't pay attention to the metal. Find the peak and measure 5 inches each side. And then we'll make a mark on the rib and then pop a line on both sides. And then we'll show you putting the foam on it. We're putting on that chalk line that we made. It's what you would call closure. This is over closure, and they make a foam closure that goes under also. But we don't have any use for that. It has a female side and a male side. So what we did, and this actually has sticky on the bottom of it, so it'll set in place and the wind won't blow it away. You can get it without the sticky. Say if you're doing the ridge cap and you want to tuck it under as you go. We're not doing that. We use a sticky. And we just stay uphill side of the line. I'm going to try to do both sides at the same time. And snow from building up and then getting underneath here. So then it runs to the first screw or something, or down the second, third screw. The roof was fairly good anyway, but we're not counting on anything as far as the shingle roof. We're putting metal, we're just using the shingles as a base roof. That will show you when we're ready to put the ridge cap. You want to lay on top of and be a little beyond your foam so it doesn't stick out. And you're going to screw into the ridges. Now the way you lap over depends on with the highest visibility. If everybody's looking this way, you want to cover over this direction. If you go under, they'll have a tendency to see that edge. Same with vinyl siding and so on and so on. So we're thinking most of the parking and driving is going to be over there. Although this is so high nobody ever see, we're going to lap it over like this, so a lot of vision doesn't see that gap. And what I do, I can lap over a couple inches anyway. Sometimes more than that. And then I screw into the first rib. I go down to the other end. Screw it down. That way, as I work it this way, it doesn't walk one way or the other. All right? Just screw every other rib. You don't have to screw every one. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. Here's metal roof. I've had some people, one guy say something about he had a roof that in Florida that it didn't have the slip sheets, which is just paper, sort of. And so it got scratched and it rusted, and he's got videos to show it. But I'm gonna suggest to you guys that I also did 3 roofs in Florida, which 2 of them I called out. There's an attic house that we're doing just since that guy said something. And they're all doing fine. That's like 23 years ago. I've not had any issues in 26 years. So this is a metal roof to fit somebody's budget. And I know what's irritating a lot of these guys that are watching these videos. And this, I'm going to put it out there in black and white. This roof I'm doing for $3 a square foot. The average price for a metal roof is $10 to $15 a square foot. I'm making money, good money. Imagine how much more money they're making. So look at this, you can do it yourself. I've actually done one by myself several times. Just means a lot more ladder up and down. You don't want to choose to be on a windy day, and this is good. The color's got a 40-year warranty on the metal, on the color, limited warranty. And then you might know how long a metal roof lasts. The only maintenance you have are the vents. You'll have to maintain the tar. Come up here every 2 or 3 years and make sure that there's no more new cracks that you don't need to fill in. And in this case, it's got dead trees that might fall and hit it all around. But this is the way to go. This will outlast shingles by long, long ways. This had 2 layers of shingles, and the last layer was 20 year plus. Might have been more, I don't know, but it was leaking. So this is the way to go, and I promise you, you can do it yourself because you're an American, not American.